Grand Rising Kings and Queens. How are y'all doing this fine morning? What better day and what fitting day to do a reading for you all? For those of you that are just turning in, my name is Tamika with Enhanced Holistically Tarot and Life Advice. And for those of you that don't know, we have a big old snow moon that's underway. Just pulling up some feelings about the full moon or snow moon, and set up last night and kind of read through it last night with my boyfriend. So this is the super snow moon. It's supposed to manifest itself on tonight, and it says yeah, great things are popping off. Okay, so those of you that don't know me, I am doing a reading. I do use oracle cards. At times when you see some of my other videos, I may not use the cards as much, but just know I'm not reading for any particular sign. I'm reading solely for the energy and whoever is tuning in, that there'll be a special message for you. There'll be some nuggets in here for you, whatever it is that you're seeking and desiring to hear some guidance about, or just some advice that is here for you as well. Just getting my card set. Right now I have spread out all of my stones and crystals, and so I have the energy flowing. I have me a nice beautiful milk and honey candle. Give me some good vibrational sense here. Have all the cards here. And so I'm going to start off with the Law of Attraction card, and I hope you are all ready for this big snow moon. It's supposed to be the biggest and brightest moon that we have seen yet. Empowerment, ladies and gentlemen. That is what the full moon is going to offer us, is empowerment. I recognize and appreciate all that inspires me to feel empowered. I think this card has come out in another one of my videos, and that's totally fine because it's energy, right? I'm not here to manipulate anything. You guys beware, there is a retrograde coming in March. I believe it's around March 9th. So you can expect for people that you haven't heard from in a long time to come about, to call, text you out of the blue. You can expect sometimes for your electronics, I've been told, to kind of act up a little bit. It's just something about that retrograde energy. But you are being divinely prepared for it. It's better to know of a situation before it gets here, before it starts to manifest things, and you like, what the hell is going on? Before it actually comes. Now you are forearmed is to be prepared, and then so when it comes, just know that's what it is. Just give yourself a little bit more patience, give yourself a little bit more time to travel. Things that might seem like they're setting you back. Some of you might maybe having some nostalgic feelings around that time. You know, don't try to conjure up anything negative in your vortex. Try to conjure up the great things that's happening that's already passed in your vortex, and then watch the things that you want to come to fruition. We are empowered to see our things the way we want them to be, to see our life as we want it to be. Of course, we always will have the duality of life, the contrast, but that's just part of life. If we don't have the duality, we can't appreciate the pros of a situation. Okay? Now I am doing the Love Attraction card. Thank you, Spirit Guide, Angels, Ancestors, Divine White Light, Spirit Guides, for your messages on today. Today is February 19th. Oh my God, 2019. I'm telling you, the year is truly flying by. Forgive me. Card shit on the floor. Empathy. You feel and understand the emotions of another in service of love. Aren't we all to be empathetic? You don't have to be sympathetic. It's good to be empathetic. We do want to know that when people go through situations, or even when we go through situations, that someone can have an understanding of what we're going through, themselves, or when we hear such situations from other people, we may have went through some situations. Oh my God, this is wonderful. 2 cards actually came out for the Archangel Michael prayers, and it says, your children are watched over by angels. Here we go. I'm going to read this to you guys. Dear guardian angels of my children, born and unborn, thank you for watching over my children and ensuring their happiness and safety. Please guide me so that I know the best ways to be a good parent and role model for my own and other people's children. Plain as can be. I love that. Some of you may have been concerned about your children, maybe even in the care of another person, but just know that the angels are saying that they're watching over them. Some of you might be concerned about what this world has to offer our children. I know that sometimes I sit and think about that because things are so much more impressionable on our children than they used to be. And then this card I just love. I've never gotten this card before in this deck, but it says, decide to be happy now. Thank you for helping me open my heart to happiness, joy, and bliss. I am now willing to see all the goodness in my life. Decide to be happy now. Isn't that a decision of a lifetime? You know, sometimes we get caught up. And I'm not saying that it's our fault, but I know that we have to make a conscious effort to be happy because there's so many things in so many tumultuous situations that some of us have been through, and we always feel like the rug is just going to be swept from under our feet. But the angels and our gods are saying now it's time to decide to be happy. Yes, those things have happened, but we have to have experience to glean from so that when that great thing happened, we can look back and say, you know what, I made it through that situation. I made it through that circumstance. I'm better for it. Think about it in that way. Okay? Adult children. Here we are with the children again. I always felt like this was a double, what is it called? An oxymoron, adult children. But some of you may be in a situation where you are worried about a child, or not even a child, but a child that is an adult now. You may be worried about their well-being. Some of your children or child may be having a addiction possibly going through at this time, and just know that they are going to be okay. There is going to be what they call a awakening. Do not steal their resiliency, but there will be an awakening of some sort. Self-care. As a result of you thinking about this child or children, you may not be tending to your self-care all that much, whether it be spiritually, emotionally, physically. You may be eating a lot of the wrong things, and you may feel as though you're just worrying yourself into a tizzy. Religion and spirituality. What this is telling me is to lean on your spiritual source, whatever that may be for you, and maybe joining into a support group, or joining into somewhere where you have some support and knowing that you're not alone in a situation. Just keep that in mind. I'm going to do one more card. But you have to decide to let them go. You know, just this past week, and I know every so often we periodically have to remind ourselves that our spirit, our higher self, our God, our universe, our ancestors, they know more and they know better than we do. We're looking at the situation as face value, but they know more than we do. New career. This card makes me smile because as we speak, my king is on the interview, and I have prayed over him, and I have given him all the motivation that I can give him. But it comes down to we needing to know what it is that we deserve for ourselves. It's not enough all the time for someone to tell us, you're great, you're grand. Be confident, be vigilant, be empowered. It's not enough. We have to have that lock and key for ourselves. The universe responds to what we feel for ourselves. No more complaining. Complaints are affirmations of victimhood, which is never true spirituality. Take back your God-given power by affirming that you have an abundance of choices and freedom. With your increased confidence and assertiveness, Watch these positive affirmations blossom into reality. That means to me getting rid of this woe as me mentality. Do not carry that spirit of victimhood, even as it relates to what we were talking about with this adult child. And for some of you that may be having a child that's going through a hardship, your adult children, no more complaining about what it is that you didn't do as a parent. We have to understand that people have to take responsibility for their own lives. We really do. Declutter. You'll feel better and more focused if you will take the time to clear away clutter from your living and workspace. Donate what you can to help others who may need your items. Be sure to keep your schedule uncluttered as well. Deservingness. You are a beloved child of God like everyone else, and you deserve to receive the support that will allow you to focus upon your divine life purpose. Even if you can't yet recognize your lovable qualities, trust that God and the angels can see how amazing and truly you are. You truly are. You can't read. Some of us may be experiencing that too coming in the retrograde period, is that we feel as we are tongue-tied. I've been feeling that way for a minute though. And I was like, what is it? I think my mind is going faster than my mouth, to be honest with you. So I'm reminded to take a step back, breathe, and then collect my thoughts, and then put the words to my thoughts that I want to say. All right, thank you. That was quick. A new life is emerging. I love that. A new life is emerging. I totally received that card because there might be new opportunities. There might be a lot of things that are on the horizon for some of us. We've been waiting and waiting and waiting. We've been planting seeds and faith and purpose. And now there is a fruition. New life for this child that you are concerned about, this adult child. New life is on the horizon. When we begin to take care of ourselves, it's like we're putting a mirror in front of that person, and then they can see you are modeling how to take care of yourself. Therefore, they will take care of themselves. Rest. Some of us need a retreat period to get away and to just collect our thoughts and let this here. This bird is bringing us messages of encouragement. Allow that to happen. Okay? Yes. Thank you, Spirit, God, angels. And you know what's funny is that this new life is reduced. This number on here is 48, and it's reduced to 24. Okay? So when you sit and you think about what it is that you want to manifest, that's going to come in the form of when you're resting. Not when we're in an uproar, but when we're resting. That's when we feel renewed and rejuvenated. That new life might be a new burst of energy for some of us. Self-control. We have to have patience in the process. Can you see that? Heal it, higher self. Being patient. Using good judgment. Allowing things to unfold. Let the universe work its magic. Some of these cards flipped over. I apologize, Angie. I love it. I love it. I'm having so many thoughts right now. Discipline goes along with self-control. For some of you, you may be going back to school or finding a new work of study or a new passion, and you're needing to do some research about that. Okay? Discipline is always a good thing. We have to discipline ourselves to do the things that we want to do. To do the things we have to do so we can do the things we want to do. Does that make sense? Yes. Thank you. Self-esteem. Believe in yourself. Know that you are worthy. Know that you are valued. Know that you have something to bring to the table. That's so funny because he's standing right on the table. And it looks like he's standing on a platform and other people are surrounding. Know thyself. Know that you are worthy. Know that you're heard. Know that you're valued. Know that your feelings are just as valid as the next person. Okay? Know that. you, Spirit. Thank you so much. I'm loving this reading right now. It's so therapeutic for me even now to be empowered, to have empathy, to know when other people are going through, to know that new life and new career is coming through. Know that we are supported by our angels. Know that sometimes we feel alone in this big old world. I feel even comforted right now, knowing that everything that I prayed for, everything that was seeking to manifest is coming. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. Y'all just be empathetic with me. Some people are really going through some rough times right now, and they need to know that it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be more than okay. Dreams. Your dreams are going to come true. We just have to know that we're resting. We got to rest on the promises that we've been promised these things. Don't feel like you've done so many bad things in your life that you don't deserve it. You are deserving. You are deserving. Okay? If you have learned the lesson in whatever your mishaps or shortcomings have been, you are deserving. Stop kicking yourself. Stop punishing yourself. Forgive yourself. It's time. Archangel Michael, it's time to decide to be happy. It's time. It's time. It's time. New life is here for us. Deserving this. That's what the angels have just finished saying. You deserve it. You deserve it. You know, guilt is like a cancer, y'all. It eats people up. It eats us up. I don't know what the world. I'm getting so emotional, but I'm just going to let it flow. I'm entitled. I deserve to feel all the emotions that I feel right now. Some of you is love. It could be a love for self. It could be a love for someone else. It's rekindling a love. It's rekindling that inner person in you, that child in you. Thank you, Spirit. Just one more card. Signs. Looking for the sign of a thing coming to pass. You got to see it before you see it. You have to see it in the spirit, and then you can see it in the natural. Law of attraction, empowerment, recognizing and appreciating. You see that? Inspiration on the inside of you. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Let me make room here for my cards. I'm at such peace right now, guys. There's so many things that I'm praying for right now. And the Spirit is like, I got you. I got you. Just know I got you. I'm sorry. I'm not even apologizing for being emotional, because I know what it comes from. Part of it is from this energy of this snow moon. Feeling things on a deeper level. Knowing that things going to come on a deeper level. We just have to be patient in the process. Have discipline and self-control. And rest in the universe's divine guidance that He has us. Because we are living a new life. And our self-esteem is going to be boosted better for it. We are going to be able to fit the mold of what we are searching for, what we're seeking for. Alright? Know that, family. Know this. Alright. Let's do some crystal. Let's see what this has to offer. Love it. I'm just emotional because I know, you know how you can feel something, and I said this in my last video, you can feel a shift, and it's just like, where is it? Where is it going to come from? Which way is the wind going to blow in for me? What? Wellness, Jade. The recovery of health and wellness is here. We talked about that with the self-care. Very important that we take care of our physical bodies. That helps move the stagnant energy that we may be feeling. Stress reduction goes along with this rest card. De-stress your mind, body, and schedule as you need rest, recharge, and revive. We need retreat. One more, Spirit. Thank you. Thank you for reminding us of wellness and stress reduction. These are nothing but positivity. That's why I don't read for a specific sign. I just feel like the energy that is in these cards, two came out. I feel like the energies in this card is what people need right now. I don't want any specific sign to come up here and just look for what their specific sign is going through. I feel like the energy is alive and well, it's fluid, and it can move. The titanium rainbow quartz is multifaceted. There are many layers and dimensions to the situation or person you're asking about. And then again, your spiritual path. We need to strengthen that. If it's not on a spirit, if it's not on a heightened place right now, now it's time to get there. You'll find strength. Your beliefs, your true beliefs are becoming clearer to you, which prompts you to make the necessary life changes. Our spirit is so keen. We're not even alive unless our spirit is awakened. We really aren't. And some of us are on different journeys to enlighten our spirit or awaken our spirit. And that's cool. At least you know that there is a need to do that very thing right now. Excuse me. Okay. Let's go ahead and start this thing. Let me make some room here on the table, on my altar. Guys, I want you to really do a ritual tonight for this snow moon. Excuse me, it's not a new moon, it's a full moon. I want each and every one of us to set out some intentions. If you're not able to take a spiritual bath, or just light your incense, light your sage, put your candles out, put your stones out into this snow moon. I'm sorry, give me a second. I wanted to see what kind of spread I wanted to do, but I think I'll still stick with the one that I always do. But I wanted to see if Spirit wanted me to do another one, if one would come up that is really what we should be doing right now. What are we doing here? Okay. I'm going to do a new spread. I don't know the particular name of this, but it still gives the goal, which is where you are right now, or maybe, possibly. Your primary strength, the issues that need to be addressed, your primary weakness, and then the outcome. It's going to be a six card spread. First, I need to make sure all the cards are facing the right way, because earlier I was getting my cards out of my satin bag and they just flew everywhere. And I was like, okay, Spirit, okay, we doing a preschool shuffle today. That's cool. Oops. Let me get myself together here. I'm so sorry. We doing a preschool shuffle. It's cool, you know, whatever. So what is the goal? Are we setting our intentions to a higher place than where we currently are? Are we doing that? Like, let's be honest with ourselves. Are we thinking on another level, another plane, another dimension? Or are we just settling for what we see with our five senses, what we feel with our senses? Are we just going straight off of tangible levels of manifestation? Or are we really, really setting some what would seem like is impossible, but nothing is impossible? I know we say that a whole lot, and then we end up turning around and we just be settling for things, which we should not do that. Because even by virtue of you doing this life work, you are already on another plane. Not everybody believes in the gifts and talents that we have in the spiritual. They don't believe in the alchemy. And that's the time we're to live in right now. We are supposed to be living on a fifth dimensional level, because there's so many distractions right now. We have to live on a fifth dimensional level. So here we go. What is the goal right now? What are we searching for, seeking for? asking for, praying for. Another thing I want us to do is change asking into thinking, having a heart of gratitude. Thank the universe in advance for what they're giving to you in the spirit realm. Thank them in advance. Thank the angels. Thank the ancestors. What you're getting right now in the spirit is worth it. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. What is the goal? Oh, too many cards. Too many cards and they're all face down, so I can't even see them. What is the goal right now, Spirit? Okay, the King of Cups is turned up, so is the other three. Let's just make note of these cards here. The King of Cups, the Hermit, and the Knight of Swords. Let's make note of these in case we see them again. But I'm not feeling like we should take them as the goal. Okay. Come on, Spirit. I need one card for the goal. You know what? I can't even keep them in my hand. It's like so many. I need clear divine guidance for those that are watching, for the goal that they have in mind, in store, in mind right now. Whatever's on their heart, what is it that they want to manifest? What is the optimal goal for us to live our highest vibration? Okay. Still 2 cards. Just need one, Spirit, please. Let me see if any other cards are turned up right. Wow, this is awesome. I'm saying it's awesome because there's so many cards that want to come out, but I need to accurately interpret the cards for you guys so that you can get what it is that you're seeking for, or get some kind of direction to what you're seeking for. How do you want to do me today? Card. The 7 of Pentacles. You've been sowing and sowing and sowing. You've been sowing. You've been working hard. There's a song called This Is Your Season for Grace and Favors by William Murphy. It's one of my favorite songs. I actually played it at my retirement in the Army because this is your season of grace and favor. Your goal is that you have sown a lot and you're expecting a harvest. And there is a seed in the ground and you're waiting and waiting and waiting. And many of you are wondering, will it ever come? Will it ever come? Will it ever come? I'm here to tell you, if you continue on the path of believing, it will come. The Star card, wishing on a star. The wish is coming true. The wish of balance, the wish of hope, the wish of intuition, the wish of all that you are wishing is going to come. This is in your primary strength position. These are the issues you need to address. This is the next card. And then the next card is your primary weakness. And this weakness can definitely be turned into a strong point. It may be even things you just need to be aware of. Maybe not even a weakness, but something that is challenging that you need to address. Okay, whatever that may be. But this is your primary strength. You're going within and you're knowing that there's got to be an equal balance here. But you are divinely guided. Too many cards. There's a wheel, a globe in the back. You're wishing and hoping and completely naked about what it is that you want. You're completely vulnerable. And you're just pouring out your cup. In the spirit, the angels are pouring out their cup. The universe is pouring out their cup on you. This phone, it keeps... I probably need to take the timer out. Okay. What is your issue right now? Your issues to address. Thank you, Spirit. One card. What is the issues to be addressed by all that is viewing for divine guidance to reach the goals in the highest vibrational level? The Five of Swords. You're in a battle. This is what you need to address. You need to address the inner conflict with yourself, or the conflict that you're having with others in your surroundings. You need to rest. Plainly. You need to rest. What is the weakness in this situation? Some of you are fighting to be heard. You're fighting to be heard. You're fighting to be understood. Let me tell you something. I have learned, and I'm still learning, that not everyone is going to get you. Not everybody's going to understand the method to your madness, so to speak. Not everybody's going to understand why you make the choices that you make. You just have to go with it and know. You just have to know what's best for you. Don't worry about the naysayers. Don't worry about who feels what, who feels slighted, whose feelings are hurt. And it's not your intentions that anyone's feelings be hurt. But you just got to know what it is that you need for yourself and go with that. After it's all said and done, you have to live with your decisions about anything. What is your weakness? Your weakness is Seven of Swords. You feel like someone is leaving you behind, or you're having to leave something behind that you might not be ready to let go of. So you may be having an inner conflict and not able to communicate your feelings about a certain situation or a person. But this Seven of Swords is here, and you gotta go. This might be your weakness. You don't want to go. You want to pick up and take things with you. But I'm here to tell you, where you're going, you may not be able to take it. This is for somebody. You may not be able to take it. Some of you might feel betrayed in some way. You feel like there's a level of deceit. You feel betrayed. And then you're weak behind it. You're feeling hurt. And you're not able to communicate. But you got to pick what you're going to pick up, and you got to leave the rest behind. Leave what no longer serves you. It's time to leave that in the past. Let it go. Don't even worry about how much time has passed. Don't even worry about how much time you've invested. Because if you invest any more time in a toxic situation, it's going to be more time in a toxic situation. It won't be nothing ahead that is going to be plentiful going ahead. Trust me, you're moving forward to things that are more favorable than what you think you're leaving behind. Issues to address. This Tower moment. This is the issues to address. Things have to come crumbling down before you get to the point of rebuilding. This is not a bad thing. This is a good thing. Because this is, for some of us, something catastrophic sometimes have to happen to get us our attention. Or some kind of pain has to come to get our attention, to let us know that it's really, really, really over. Stop holding on to toxic situations. It's really over. So for some of you, this might be the only way to get your attention, unfortunately. But you have the power to change that. I think about it like this. If you're not able to coach your son or your daughter into a situation, if you're not able to give them the advice that you yourself are not willing to take, you might need to look at that. Searching for the outcome now. You've been sowing and sowing and sowing, and some of you have been sowing into good ground, and some of you have been sowing and waiting, and it may not be a change of a situation. It could be a relationship. There is hope here. Know that. There is hope. That is the strength. But you have to make that decision to leave things that are no longer serving you behind. Get your shit and go. Okay? This is the outcome. What is the outcome of the situation that we are currently seeing? Some of us need to get in charge of our emotions and our feelings. We need to take a beat. Don't be so emotional about everything. You have to have a healthy balance. You're empowered to do so. Our law of attraction card. You're empowered to do what inspires you. Take you to the next level. You just have to have the courage to do so. And what we talked about earlier with some of you having children that you've been just giving and giving and giving, and you're not getting anything in return, and now you're feeling like, hey, I'm defeated. I'm feeling defeated. I'm feeling hopeful, but I'm feeling like I've invested into pretty much something that is not turning out to give me anything in return. And it's time. This tower moment says a lot. This tower moment says it's time to give it up so that you can have abundance. This 10 of Cups here. So that you get balance and abundance. So that you can live a life that's plentiful for you. This is the outcome. But you got to go through all of this first. You got to go through all of this, leaving behind. This is a favorable outcome for you. But it's on the conditions that you do some things. Some of us want decisions and things to just fall in our lap, but we're not willing to do any work or make any decisions or sacrifice anything because of it. And the Spirit is saying, no, it's something that's required of you. There is more than I require of you. All right, we're going to go behind the Page of Earth. And it reads, good news about financial matters. Wanting to do something more challenging, a new area of study. We talked about that discipline card before. Okay. What else is here, Spirit? We're going to put these in the area of how I laid them out. Here is this phone again. Keeps locking on me. Strength card. That's 2 cards. Okay. King of Fire. Focus, focus, focus. Communicate with vision and be a leader. Advice for someone creative. That's in your strength right now. That is in your primary strength. Issues to address. Issues to address. Some of you are having an inner conflict, and some of you really are having conflicts with others. And the only way you're going to get past that conflict is that you communicate what your desires are. You got to communicate your non-negotiables. What you're willing to put up with and what you're not going to put up with. And then you can have that harmonious outcome that you're looking for. There has to be a compromise in that situation as well. Okay, now we're looking at your issues to address and your primary weakness. The Knight of Earth. It's time to buckle down and get things done. Honor your commitments and your a guardian angel. So buckling down, getting things done, honor your commitment. You have to communicate your commitment to a situation. All right. 2 cards came out for this position. Oops, oops, and oops. Go back. Oh, hell. Oh, hell. Anyway, the 2 of Fire and the 8 of Earth. Skilled work is awarded, learning all there is to know about a topic, going back to school. And then you say, if you come into your own, new partnerships or contracts, continue to move forward. That's right with this card. These 2. Spirit is telling you, you have a good thing going. Move forward. Leave the things that are no longer serving you. It's time to go. Pick up what you are meant to carry with you. And even that you have to pray for. Pray about. What am I to leave? What am I to go with? What do I leave behind? For some of you it's people. For some of you it's things. Whatever it is, continue to move forward. I love this card. Continue to move forward into that new direction. And know that whatever you're setting out to do, whether it be going back to school or starting a new project, whatever it is, it's going to yield you greatness. But first you got to do what? Buckle down and make it happen. A lot of earth on here right now. And some fire. This tower moment. What is this tower moment? The Ten of Air. The end of a difficult situation. Embrace the change and expect things to get better. Recovery from an addiction. Tower. When I told you about someone is going through an addiction phase, it could be of anything. It don't have to be drugs. It could be overspending money, gambling, cheating, whatever the case is. It's time. The end of that difficult situation. It may be for you or someone in your circle. But it's time to recover. Embrace the change. Tower moments bring about change. Why? Because you have to rebuild from the ground up. You just simply have to. I love this. Awakenings. This is actually the Fool. No. I think it is. Well, it says awakenings. Let's just stick with that. I'm not sure what it is in the traditional tarot. I thought it was going to be the Hangman. Look at things from a different perspective. A temporary standstill. It's important to be yourself. I don't know who that is. Don't know. All right, let's keep going. That might be word. I can't go see Miss Joyce today. Oops. I mean to say that out loud, but I can't see her today. Okay. What is this on the top? The Ten of Water, the Ten of Cups, a contented and rewarded family. The same as the outcome, people. A contented and rewarded family life. Your emotional and material needs are met. Trustworthy relationships. This is the same outcome that was in the traditional deck. Don't get no better than that. Don't get no better than that. And here we are on the bottom of the deck. The Ace of Fire. An exciting new opportunity, career advancement, change your life now. And what? Decide to be happy now. Because you are empowered. You are empowered. Wow, so many confirmations about this reading. New life. Deservingness. Declutter. No more complaining. Rest. Self-control. Self-esteem. Discipline. Then we had here stress reduction. Spiritual path. Multifaceted. Wellness. Then we had religion and spirituality. New career. Self-care. Adult children. Join in. I'm very, very, very excited about what's to come. We need to decide that we are having a new type of energy with this full moon. We have a new type of energy. It's the energy of abundance. It's an energy of richness. It's an energy of empowerment. It's an energy of manifestation all that is good and great. All that we deserve, because we do deserve. What else did we have here? We had signs. We had romance. We had Archangel Michael. We had dreams and we had support. Just doing a recap. Because all of these are messages to allow us to know that we are encouraged on our path. We are truly encouraged on our path, and that we have to seek for something higher than what we are currently expecting. Dream big. Dream big. Dream broad. It's time. We have put in the work. We have put in the work. We have sown seeds. We have sacrificed long enough. It's time to reap what we have sown. All right, people? So I hope that whoever's listening to this video has gotten some type of encouragement out of this reading. It was very, very plain. Very plain today. Nothing hidden, nothing to much clarify about it. Everything we discussed. So I hope you all enjoyed this snow moon, this big old snow moon. Go outside, put your energy, your cards, put yourself out there in the atmosphere tonight and soak up all the universe has for you. It's nothing but great things if you want it, but you have to make a decision to be happy now. Make a decision to be happy now. I made the decision. Everything I want is coming. Everything I prayed for is here. Ah, ashe, ashe, ashe.